The oak tree. Long ago, in changing autumn, when the leaves were turning brown, from the tall oak's topmost branches fell a little acorn down, and it tumbled by the pathway, and chance foot trod it deep in the ground, where all winter in its shell it lay asleep, with the white snow lying over, and the frost to hold it fast, till there came the mild spring weather, when it burst its shell at last. First shot up a sapling tender, scarcely seen above the ground. Then a mimic little oak tree spread its tiny arms around. Many years the night dews nursed it, summers hot and winters long. The sweet sun looked bright upon it, while it grew up tall and strong. Now it standeth like a giant, casting shadows broad and high, with huge trunk and leafy branches spreading up into the sky. There the squirrel loves to frolic. There the wild birds rest at night. There the cattle come for shelter in the noontime hot and bright. Youth, when happily thou art resting 'neath the great oak's monster shade, think how little was the acorn whence the mighty tree was made. Think how simple things and lowly have a part in nature's plan, how the great hath small beginnings, and the child will be a man. Little efforts work great actions, lessons in our childhood taught, mold the spirit to that temper whereby noblest deeds are wrought. Cherish them, the gifts of childhood. Use them gently, guard them well, for the future growth and greatness. Who can measure? Who can tell?
That reminds me of the mighty oak that is close to our house. That's such a wonderful climbing tree, and many children have climbed that tree. And when you were small, that was so exciting to climb that big tree. We were so grateful they didn't cut it down when they went through, the electric company went through trimming and carving and slashing for the new electric wires. We were grateful that they spared that one. I went out and talked to the workers out there, and I said, "You're not going to cut down that beautiful tree, are you? It's the biggest one around."
Yes, that's a special tree. It has just branches that just come out. And, we grew up climbing that tree, and neighbor children went with us to climb that tree. Daddy's climbed that tree many times. I think Rachel and Rebecca have been up there with me. Yeah, it's a beautiful, well-beloved oak tree.
Oh, I remember there was that one Sabbath we were climbing trees, and there was that, well, we had horses there too. They were tied there at the bottom of the tree, and that one father had his little girl with him, or two children, I think, two toddlers, and they were so excited they actually stopped to ask if they could, the children could ride the horses and climb the trees. Do you remember that?
I remember.
And you took the little ones up the tree?
Yeah, she was so brave. She came up in the tree with me.
She didn't even know you. We had not met them before.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm thankful that little children seem to be naturally drawn to me, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to teach them from God's Word and teach them from nature. And I appreciate Brother Bill. He's that way too. Children are drawn to him, and he has a gift of being able to teach them and interact with them and play with them, keep them busy on doing good things and keep them in the right direction.